Okay, hey, what's going on, babes, boys, and everything belts? We're taking a look at the M8 today. We're doing a quick little deal. We're going to just show you some stuff quick. I would like to say right off the bat, credit for all of these tips goes to my good friend Felix, who taught me everything I know about this thing and is the reason that I have one and got to play around with a cool little device. So thanks, Felix. You're the best. Time stretching. Does the M8 have it? No. Are you crazy? It's running off a teensy, man. But yes, it kind of does. Most definitely does. Let's take a look at it. So if we go in here, we got a loop that is not synced up at all. So what we can do is there's two easy ways to do this. Two. There's an easy way and an even easier way. So let's take a look at the super easy way first. You can slice this bad boy sample up into as many slices as you want. We're going to do 16, so think of that as like slicing that guy up into 16 samples. If you're familiar with samplers, you've probably seen this before. Super awesome. So now that we've sliced this up into 16 little itty bits, it's going to put them along the bottom of the keyboard octave for us. So that's pretty cool. And then we can just come down here and yeah, that's the last one. And then doot, and then we can just whoop, got a little carried away there. Alright, and now we've sliced this up, and it's kind of working pretty good. I find that, what is it, forward PP here. That last note was off. Forward PP, which stands for ping pong, not PP other things, but you know what, whatever. I feel like that works because it kind of like bounces the audio forward and backwards. Let's go play around with the tempo and see if this is, actually. Well, wouldn't you know it, hot diggity daffodil. That sounds pretty time stretched to me. But there's a second way we can go about doing this too. So let's take a look at this. It is not time stretched. It's not even synced up really well. Let's like go make this more obvious. Let's like set it like that. Horribly, not good at all. Let's take a look at this. Boop, boop, boop. It's about 4 bars there, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the other way the M8 can do a time stretch. We want to go in here and go to LFO1 and set that to loop start. And then we want to set the oscillator shape to ramp up. And then we want to set retrigger to retrigger. And then we want to set the frequency, which the mate denotes in phrases or bars, if you will, to 4, right? Okay, easy peasy, right? So back down here, we want to change this to forward loop and set the length of our sample all the way down to nothing. Now, what we're doing here is basically manually setting the playhead. And because the LFO is tempo synced here, when we hit play, it's going to play a ramp wave up, but the playhead is going to move tempo synced from the very bottom of the ramp wave doop, 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 to the very top, meaning the start of the waveform to the end of it. So that's kind of cool here. Let's take a look. All right, so it sounds okay. It's time stretched a little bit. We're actually going to make the length 3 there. You gotta kind of sometimes play around to get the best little length. So let's that sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty time stretched, if you will. So let's go into this again here. Oopsie daisy. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I went up. Alright. So let's take a look at this again here. Now, if we add in some extra bars down here, it's gonna just play the whole dang audio loop, and it's just gonna, you know, all be in time. So there you go, tempo syncing. It's on the M8. But what you can do, something that's even cooler, let's take a look here at... Now let's come over here to this other pattern that we've got here, right? So I've tempo synced this the second way with the waveform. Now what's really cool about this is that now that we've got this sample playing along this ramp waveform going up, we can set a retrigger point anywhere in this waveform and tell it to retrigger at that specific point. So let's take a look. So you'll see if I play with this LFO retrigger point, it's going to start to move around where the playhead jumps to at this point, right? So you can really kind of cut shit up any which way you want there, right? And it lets you preview from the... You know, so that's pretty cool. Now let's take a listen. Right? So what we've got going on here is a bunch of like chance commands on the LFO retrigs, which is pretty cool. You can just set up a bunch of really nifty stuff like really, really quickly. But I know what else you're thinking. You're thinking, does it work okay with pitch stuff? And I got some little preloaded up right here for you. And it works okay, you know. Like, listen. So yeah, I hope that answers your question if you had the question of, does the M8 do time stretching? It does. It kind of has some nuance, but it also opens up a lot of possibilities for chopping up audio any which way. I believe that the slicing feature will actually respect slices that are already in audio files. So if you have a DAW that allows you to... Hey Mako, how's it going? That allows you to put slices in... So if you have a DAW that allows you to put slices in audio before you put it on the M8, the M8, I believe, will respect those. I know there's a couple Octatrack utilities that do that sort of thing too.